A lot of people are searching for jobs, and unfortunately, the con artists and online fraudsters know this all too well. Cue the rise of too good to be true job offers and scams to get your personal info. Schoolsfirst Federal Credit Union is here to help you protect your wallet and keep those scammers unemployed. Let's welcome Tammura Thomas, Fruitridge Branch Manager for Schoolsfirst Federal Credit Union. Hey, Tammura.
Hi, how are you, Desiree?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What I don't like are job scammers.
I know. Here to talk about some scams.
Yes, because when people are in need looking for a job, the last thing you want is a scam. But these happen, and we want to prep people so when they are searching for jobs, they know when to spot the scams.
That's right. That's right.
So can you kind of just first off break down what a job scam is and how common are they?
Sure. So a job scam is essentially when a scammer reaches out to you to offer you a job, whether that's through a fictitious posting on a job site. Sometimes they'll call you or send you emails and text messages, and really what they're intending to do is gather your personal information, get money from you, potentially both. So they will ask you to, they'll hire you without an interview. They will ask you to purchase your own equipment to start the job, things like that. Sometimes they'll even mail you a check and say, buy what you need and send us the difference back. And really, unfortunately, they're a lot more common than you would think. In the first half of 2024, the Federal Trade Commission stated that over $220 million was lost due to job scams.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
okay.
it's real and it's relevant, and unfortunately, we're falling for it.
Yeah, and it's super common. So,
Yeah.
I mean, could you say what are some red flags that a job offer might not be legit?
I think, like you spoke on, that too good to be true offer is always going to be it. Are they offering you a job with a really great salary but minimal work, right? Or a guaranteed position without the experience necessary? So that's a big red flag. I think it's really important to pay attention to grammar when you're communicating with a lot of these scammers. Also, we spoke a little bit earlier about an email address. Is the email that you're communicating with potentially coming from a Gmail account or a company domain? That's a big red flag. And with any scam, there's always this rush to act. No job interview, it's just yours, right? And that's not typically the way that a legitimate job process works. So anything that kind of skips the normal process, you want to stay away from.
Yeah, and we were talking a little bit too, when people are applying for jobs, sometimes they're applying for 20 plus jobs at the same time, so you're unsure when you hear from someone like, did I apply for that job?
Right.
But you really want to check and make sure, because like you're saying, if it's too good to be true, unfortunately,
it
probably is.
Yes. Oh, it's awful.
Okay, so let's talk about worst case scenarios. Somebody already sent their info to a possible scammer. What's the first move to limit the damage, and can their money still be saved?
So yes and no, right? So I think it depends. Every situation is going to be a little different. But the first thing you want to do is stop all contact, right? You don't want to provide any more information. You have to be very careful with your personal information to begin with. So protect that. So stop all communication. The next thing you want to do is report it. So if this is a job that you found on a website like LinkedIn or Indeed or something like that, report it there, and then also report it to the authorities. The Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov is a really great place to report it. And then reach out to your financial institution, especially if you've given out any kind of financial information, bank account, card numbers, social security numbers. Reach out to us so we can help protect you and hopefully minimize any losses and get money back for ones that you may have potentially already suffered from.
And then how can people protect themselves while job hunting?
It's so hard because you're typically job hunting because you need a job, right? And so I think the first thing you have to do is really research the company. Research how is this person contacting you? Did you actually apply, which we spoke about is pretty difficult, but research the company, look up their reviews, make sure that you're communicating with the actual company domain again and not somebody's personal email address. That's the first thing you want to do, and trust your gut. I think that's always the most important. When we're in a rush and we're a little bit desperate potentially, we tend to kind of ignore all of the flags that are there.
You have to do that additional research. I even say to check the company website as well too. If it seems spotty, vague,
that's right.
Red flag.
So red flag. A vague job description is a big red flag.
Yes.
So,
okay, helpful tips as always. Thank you, Tammura. Alrighty, protect yourself and your wallet. It will thank you. You can visit one of the many Schoolsfirst Federal Credit Union branch locations as seen on the screen. And as always, you can find out more online by going to schoolsfirstfcu.org.